chop it up, then split it. If it's solid, then I'm with it. Say let's get it.
Kickstandz down, square toes on the ground. Feet fall around, I'm 10 toes down.
If you want it, we can get it. Chop it up, then split it. If it's solid, then I'm with it. Say let's get it.
Yo.
Yep.
So, we got two special guests tonight. We got Thuggin down here below me. What's good, big bro?
What's happening, Brody? What's happening?
And we got the infamous Dr. Harley coming over. So, who's got some feedback?
Not sure.
Yeah, I'm definitely. I ain't got no.
Yo ass. So it was him. I can't hear you if you're doing that.
Hey, I won't talk to you. I'll talk to my stylist.
Uh-huh.
Need to get hair and makeup done.
I know, right?
Supposed to do that before the show.
He's got to be all pretty for us.
Hey, look. The reason why I'm in the chair right now is just to let's just throw it out there before the show starts, right? So the premiere for Riding Dirty is this weekend. So I can't go down to Florida looking a mess. You know what I'm saying? Got to dress to impress. You can go sign some autographs and we'll have a good time. You did.
Well,
hell yeah.
I'm not gonna be able to make it down for the premiere, unfortunately. So make sure to tell everybody if they want that signature from Frost that they got to come on the show and request that shit because my time's valuable. Nah. I am ready for Riding Dirty though. For those of you that don't know, that's the movie that we was in with Big Bone and Archbishop. IBMG Entertainment was the producer and Goggly Entertainment was the director and the writer. So shout out to them because they did an amazing job with this movie. They actually sat down and talked to us and got feedback from real bikers to make it authentic as possible. So I can't wait. They did change it. It is not coming out as a straight out movie. It is coming out in a mini series in parts. So make sure you stay tuned for the update on that. Why don't you go ahead and hit them with that disclaimer? Because, you know, I always be messing it up. I'm retarded like that.
Sure enough. So everybody's watching live. Who's going to watch pre-recorded? I'm going to run it back while we're on live. Welcome to KSD. KSD our way, which stands for Kickstandz Down. Kickstandz Down podcast. These are our thoughts and opinions. Our thoughts and opinions only. They have nothing to do with our respective clubs or who we may or may not support. This is our show, and we're going to do it our way. These are our perspectives, and what say yours?
So tonight's show, failure to comply. You know, as bikers, we all have rules and regulations. We're not independent riders out here, so we're not free. We are clubbers. We have rules, regulations, protocol that we have to follow, including, and last but not least, the one thing that keeps fucking getting forgotten about on the set, and that is the chain of command.
Now, there's a cat in the side chat here. Should be in on this because very knowledgeable about this whole subject. And that's my main man, my brother, Mr. Roland Throttle.
Shout out. Thank you for joining us. So since you spoke first, what you got to say about chain of command there, Dr. Harley?
It's there for a reason, man. You got to follow it. But at the same time, the chain of command's got to do the right thing. When they use position and power for their own self, that's a problem. But when the chain of command puts something out that this is how this is going to happen, this is what we're going to do, and if the table agrees, That's the gospel.
What about you, Thuggin? What you got to say on it?
Chain of command is tricky. Because, yeah, we got a chain of command. But the problem is when you have personal bonds with people in chain of command, you feel like you can go over your own, say, chapter. You feel like you can overlook your chapter and go over to, say, nationals. Why? Because you and somebody in nationals got a great bond. Y'all done kicked it and all that. So if if the bond is stronger than your representation in the club, you're gonna go over the chain of command. If you don't respect, if you don't respect what your club has been putting down for the 15 years that they've been in, then the chain of command means nothing. So it has to be, yeah, the chain of command definitely, the people at the top definitely have to, you know what I mean, put their foot down, but they also have to put their foot down on their homeboys that they listening to, that's calling them about what's going on in the chapters and everything. So that's a big part of it, the bond that they have with people that's in the lower levels in these chapters. So that's where the chain of command gets fucked up a lot.
I like that. What about you, Brother Trouble? What you got?
Chain of command. I want to start off with saying each one teach one, right? In order to be a great leader, you must be a excellent follower. Correct? Correct. So with that being said, when you have said people that are setting the examples and they're setting the examples the wrong way, that's how chain of command gets messed up in the first place. Because everyone's going by word of mouth and nobody's going by education and protocol. Um, Chain of command for me is everything. You know what I'm saying? It's just like bylaws. You know what I'm saying? You got to have a script to go by. So you chain of command really is out. It's on the set and it's in real life. You understand what I'm saying? Like jobs, for example. Who you gonna talk to when you need time off? You're gonna follow the chain of command and you're gonna submit that time card. I mean, you're gonna submit that information to your manager. Your manager is gonna approve it. You know what I'm saying? If your manager is slacking, you ask him a simple question, and if he can't, you know what I'm saying, provide you with the correct answers, then you can go above his head. But I've seen it way too often, man, to where it's like what you said, Thugger. You get this buddy system, man. And everybody was taught the buddy system from elementary school, right? You grab your buddy, that's you're in the line, and you don't lose that partner. Da 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 da. Da. Now that was instilled in us at a young age, and look, we're still doing it to this day, and we grown. You know what I'm saying? So that whole buddy system that's in the club, I don't like it, and that's why it's important to not vote off of popularity, but vote off of consistency, education, and thoroughness. You dig? What you got to say, bro?
So, chain of command is definitely a tricky subject. Um, Before I start on it, I am gonna, show us some love. You see that comment down there at the bottom, tpublic.com/user/KSD. Heads up, all of our merch is on sale from now until the 24th. So make sure you go get some merch. Now, as far as following chain of command, as you know, personally, I got people higher up, that I can go and link with and talk to, and it's always been like that for me. But at the same time, so Brother Thuggin wanted to say, you got people in nationals, so you feeling like you can go and you can talk to them and just air some stuff out, and you might not even mean to break chain of command. You might just be talking to bro. You know what I mean? And then you getting some shit off your chest, all of a sudden, hey, you done slipped, said the wrong thing. Now you broke chain of command because you know he gonna mention it and say something about it and blah blah blah. So you did it by fucking up, not even meaning to. Complete and total accident. Yes, it's happened to me personally because, like I said, I know some people. But at the same time, if it's in my house, it needs to stay in my house first. Go through my chain of command in my house. And then if my house is compromised, like y'all said, sometimes it's buddy systems and cliques and shit like that. We've talked about that before on other episodes. So if you ain't watch it, go back and watch it. But that's what it's about to me, because oh, we lost Thuggish. But you lost it because you went back and you tried to correct yourself. You couldn't do it. Blah blah blah. And you fucked up on accident. So chain of command can be iffy, but I try to keep it in house first and foremost. Now, that being said, if you break chain of command, you failed to comply, yes or no?
Yeah, you
Absolutely.
do.
Okay, so everybody's in agreement. It's still a failure to comply. Now, what if it was accidental and bro tries to own up to it? Hey, bro, look, I was having drinks with so and so. I ain't mean to. I kind of let some shit slip, and I know he's probably getting ready to come say something. Blah blah blah. Still failure to comply, even though he's trying to make up for it.
That's a slippery slope. He failed to comply, but he owned his own mistake, or she, you know, they own their own mistake, but yet it's still got to be addressed, because in any set, there's always less is more in omerta. Never let another house know what's going on in your house. Got to keep your house clean and keep your house straight. And when you let things slip outside your house within the same organization, you're not keeping your house clean. You're airing your dirty laundry, and that's the worst thing you can do.
You look like you got something to say down there, bro.
We grown, man. Like we grown
We like
men,
the
we grown women.
controversy.
Yeah, we grown men, we grown women. So like there ain't no way I'm accidentally telling somebody in power what's going on. You're doing it on purpose. It ain't no subconsciously or consciously. You're doing this consciously. When you sit down, if the liquid courage got you talking too much, then nigga don't drink. So, you know what I mean? And then a lot of times when you're airing these alleged problems out in your home, it's because you have a personal problem with somebody in your chapter, but you're not man enough to pull that man to the side and speak to him like a man about what's going on, but you want to yap to everybody else about it instead of being a brother
Don't be a
or
rat.
a bro. So of course now guess what? I got a homeboy that's up. Man, you won't believe woo 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 woo. But you're not telling him directly, but you're telling him directly. And now you want to come back and be like, you know what, bro, he gonna come after you, but I didn't mean to say it. You meant to say it. It came out your mouth. You meant to say it. So that's my hang up. Like we all know we grown. We know what we saying. We know when and how to say it. And you know if you got a problem with somebody in your chapter, and we're in a club. How many times have we seen or how many times have we heard somebody express something about somebody else, but the somebody else ain't never heard it though?
A lot of the times.
I
Let
couldn't
me
even
just go ahead and say
respond.
that. A lot.
Too much.
All right. That's the so there is so at no point in time is there almost or I didn't try to break command. You broke command, you're the compliance, yeah, you're in trouble. And I believe the repercussions should be hefty. There should be no light repercussions. It should be hefty. It should be something that make you think about ever doing it again. That type of
So,
shit.
so you saying a heavier penalization,
Oh
just
yeah.
for the simple fact that you tried to be slick about it?
Oh, that's even worse. I'd rather you be direct and come direct as a man and say it directly, but then now you want to accidentally say it, then you want to come tell me and apologize. Nah.
So Rolling Thunder said, if there's a problem in chain, why not address it in church instead of dry snitching?
That's the way to handle it. You handle it in church. First, you handle it at the lowest level. You and that dude, right? For argument's sake, right? Let's say I ran my mouth, right? Now, you address it with me, and I sit there, I'm going to be the bigger man and bring it up in church. Says, look, I fucked up. That's the right way to handle it. That's the right way to self-correct. That's what a real man would do.
Hardwired
Now, most
Man
people,
Club. What's that?
some people will sit there and, try and politic their way out of it so they don't get in trouble and put the blame upon you who called them out on one-on-one. That is a cancer.
I definitely agree. Calling them out in church, that's cool. Making it be known in church, that's cool. But holding that man accountable when it came out of his mouth for the person that he either, i.e., dry snitch on or felt comfortable enough to come to me as the person in power to want to do that is going to make me look at that man different anyway. Because what's the backstory? Now, like you said, Thugger, we all men, right? So that man / woman knew what the alternative decision was, why they did it for whatever reason. Correct? They already knew what they were doing. They were trying to cause some kind of controversy, trying to get somebody in trouble, trying to slide up the chain by let me be correct here, politically correct. Giving a oral performance, whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? But my thing is, if we like you said, okay, so yeah, fines, all that, I'm with all of that. But what about G checking, man? Like straight up. Don't let it even get to where it has to get to the beating to where we have to talk about unnecessary BS. G check them right there. You know what I'm saying? Let's put a stop on it. Hey yo, you coming to talk to me about who? All right, so let me ask you a question. Did you talk to him? And you got a problem with him, but you talking to me. Hey bro, you dead wrong. You know what I'm saying? And if I hear it again, yo, I promise you, there's gonna be a problem either with your rags or i.e. your wallet. Straight up.
Now,
Harwell made a good point, though. Everything's supposed to be handled at church. Absolutely.
Most definitely. Church is the say all do all. But what I'm saying is, if you don't have to wait, if you don't have
unless
to,
it's personal business, and then you
Right.
handle it between
that's
you and the
my
other
point.
party.
That's my point. You know what I'm saying? If it's something personal, I ain't wasting time at church talking about no kind of personal, dog. This is
No, it
business.
doesn't belong there.
You know what I'm saying? Exactly.
But when it's club business, it's club business.
So, let me ask this: what happens when said chain of command isn't even in house? Let's say that chain of command is the set hierarchy itself.
Then you don't
So,
have a house.
no,
Every house has to have a chain of command.
I get that, but we came together in house. We came up with a situation or a way to solve it, possible two different situations, whatever, right? We don't know which way we should decide. So then, if we do need to run it up command, let's say that we're a writing club, let's say that we're a social club, let's say that we're a support club or something like that. If we need to run it up the chain, which way should we go?
Well, shit. If you're riding club, I can't speak on, but if you're a social club or support club, you have a cookie. You definitely have a cookie, and you have a liaison that deals with your ass. So once you start with, of course, your own social support, you start there. That don't work. Your liaison should be the next contact, and it should definitely be somebody in the cabinet contacting your liaison. It shouldn't just be no regular old member. None of that. It should, that's why we got the 1 through 5 for a reason. You know what I'm saying? And majority of the time, the 3 is who everybody needs to reach out to, whether it's liaison, MC, OMC. Everybody has somebody they're supposed to reach out to, whether it's like you say, prayers, you gotta have a regional contact before you get to the nationals. So depending on what your chain of command is, you know, you in this world, you should know who to go to as a social club, as a support club. Now, I can't speak on a riding club. I don't know who the hell they answer to. But anything with a cookie on it, you know what I'm saying? It's definitely you have somebody you're supposed to talk to. So you know what I mean? That's self-explanatory. You know what I mean? You said something earlier that I saw somebody say it's club business, it's club personal, it's personal. That's a problem in our world too. People do not know how to distinguish personal and they do not.
Lines are blurred. But you know, and when I was in the organization, there's no such thing as personal business because everything you did outside your normal 9 to 5 was all club business.
Sorry.
So is it club business if you don't have your cut on?
Absolutely.
As long as it's your bro.
If you're out on twos and you don't have your cut on, go be at the gate in 90 days.
Now, I wanna shake it up. So you said
I was waiting.
if you outside and you ain't got your cut on and you on twos, you in trouble?
Absolutely.
So let me
My
ask.
question to you is, why aren't you wearing your cut? You embarrassed of it?
Nah. That might not even be the case though. You know what I'm saying? It could come from a liaison that's between the cookie and the OMC that has put something out for you not to at that particular time frame. You feel me? So it's area by area. Now I understand where you're coming from, Dr. Harley, but what I'm saying is I ride twos all the time. You'll probably catch me 97% of the time racked up. 97%. But there is that one runoff where this is my bike. If I choose not to wear my my uniform, it ain't shit you can do about it. Because if I'm not going to a club event, you ain't paying my bill. You can't stop me from riding my iron without my uniform. You know what I'm saying? That's just my opinion though.
Yeah, so trouble. So this is where we can look at each other as menaces. We can agree that we disagree on that. Because when I was in, that was law. If you're on twos, you got your cut on. Unless you're out handling club business and then the whole table knows why you're out without your cut.
So, I love it.
It's about to get deep. Go ahead, Thug.
Hold up. I gotta say one thing real quick. All right. So, rags or no rags, I'm a ride. But if I'm gonna go out riding, it depends on what kind of riding I'm gonna do that says whether or not I'm gonna wear them rags. So if I was getting on my cruiser and going and just chilling and cruising, yeah, I'm gonna be in my rags. I'm gonna show it off. But if I'm going and I'm jumping on wifey's rocket because I'm about to go act stupid and speed and do all that stuff, no, I'm not getting in my rags. There's a difference. There's a time and a place, and that's the way I feel about that. Now you can gladly go thuggish, but I had to say that real quick.
Most definitely, and I definitely appreciate and respect everybody's opinion. But
absolutely,
I don't have to wear my rags when I get on my scoop. Not at all. One, is you gonna pay this monthly bill? No. So I don't have to wear my rags every time. When there comes for club business to be handled and I need to have my rags on, I got it. I ride my scoot every day. I can't wear my rags to work. I'm supposed to get fined for not wearing my rags to work? No. You wear your rags when it's that time. That's your scoop. I get what you're saying. Under your organization, that was mandatory. That's why you're not in the organization, because that's garbage. Can't no organization tell me that I have to wear my rags every time I get on my scoop. No, I don't. That's like saying that because you got this job at McDonald's that you got to eat McDonald's. No, the fuck I don't. I can eat Burger King and Wendy's. So if I want to get out, you know what I'm saying? What if my old lady ain't in the MC world? What if just me being OMC that She has nothing, no affiliation whatsoever. She's just with me. I may not want to put her in that line because I'm wearing my rags. She don't know what's going on in the MC world. And if we're doing what we're supposed to do, my old lady won't know what's going on in the MC world if she's not my PO or
Yep.
anything involved. So if it's something going on where it's it's all the way up, I may not want to tell her it's all the way up. I'm just the one wear my rags and we carry on. But whether you wear your rags or not, if you out here on these tools, they know who you are. So you know what I mean? Yo, that statement makes me feel like the rags make you. If you have to wear your rags everywhere you go, your rags make you. Guess what? I don't wear my rags. I know who Still Thuggin' is in every state I go to. So no, wearing the rags, nah, we ain't got to do that. Wear them when you wear them when needed. Because if you're handling business, I know allegedly, if we're handling club business, we're not wearing rags. I'm wearing purple and yellow and green and white and yeah, I'm wearing all of that. You know
All them funny colors.
All that. So the
looking like a box of Crayola.
Right, exactly. A whole crayon. So you know what I'm saying? It's everything in life. Everything in life. There's a reason. You know what I mean?
See, every time I rode to work, I when I was in the club, I wore my cut.
So you put your cut. So you put your cut in your bags?
No.
When you went to work?
Nope. I carried it right into. I wore it right into my office.
You a bad mamma jamma, champ.
Boy, you. Hey, hats off to you, my man. Hats off to you, because me personally, I have never, and I mean that's just me, but I have never wore my rags to work. You know what I'm saying? I rode the bike plenty of times, but my business and my lifestyle is my business and my lifestyle. Y'all give me a check, but y'all don't define me just like these rags don't define me. You know what I'm saying? So like that's why I prefer. That's why when I talk about riding and all of this good stuff and explaining certain things to my old lady and things of that nature. When I tell her, hey, listen, I ain't paying attention to this phone right now because stop, Nala. Baby, stop. Sorry, little pity. But when I tell her I ain't paying attention to the phone, I might have missed a phone call or whatever the case may be because I'm in my uniform. You know what I'm saying? And I'm out handling business. Now, it may look like I'm having a good time while doing it, but at the same time, just know that I got to keep eyes and ears and mouthpiece all at one. Anything can happen. And I got to be able to know my surroundings. I got to be able to know what my guys is. My guys got to know where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even going to talk about titles and positions. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot that goes on when you go outside and you put your uniform on. You know what I'm saying? Versus going outside not putting uniform on. Like Thuggin said, they still might know who I am, but I just ain't in uniform, so that means I'm off the clock. Leave me alone. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Look, I ain't gonna lie to you. So y'all know, like on the set, off the set, I fuck with a lot of people. Even on the set, there's a lot of people that have seen me in my civilian shit. I mean, granted, I'm still sitting here all black because it's all I fucking own. But that's because that's what club life will do to you. And now that's all I fucking own. But I got one pair of blue jeans. That's it. One. I ain't even playing. Everything else is black. All right. But regardless, when I'm out there, rags or no rags, I know who I am. I know who I'm with. And I have no issue, introducing myself as Frost, regardless of where I go. I'm going to uphold myself accordingly, regardless.
Yep.
I make my rags. My rags don't make me.
That should be every member, no matter what the position is.
I hear people talk about, I want this position or that position and blah, blah, blah. Okay, why do you want that position? Okay, you telling me that you want that position is probably telling me that you don't need that position. Granted, on top of that, you can't make a difference without that position. You're not going to make a difference with it. Okay, so stop trying. Because if you really want to make a difference for your club, for your nation, or whatever it may be, your organization, association, whatever, right? If you want to make a difference for it, then make a difference for it. You don't need any title. You don't need anything. You can do it without it. I promise you.
Yeah,
Because
because
none of that makes you. You just make it stronger by being there.
I always say it. It's the table that steers the organization, not the leadership.
Exactly.
Because the leadership is there to serve the membership, not the membership to serve the leadership. And
I
if
don't
you
know.
have that type of organization where the members are there to serve the leadership, you got a broken house. I hate to say it. I'm gonna be real. Thank you. But when it's the members steering the
Not you,
ship.
Dr. Harley. My bad. No, I was talking about the comment.
Oh, okay. But you got to have the members steering the ship. Yes, it's the leadership that's the final decision, or in the case of a tie. But no matter which way the vote goes, that's the way the table goes. That's the way the house goes. It could be something as stupid. Are we leaving at noon? Or are we leaving at 11? If you have 13 people in your organization, right? The P is the 13th person. And you got 6 people say we're leaving at 11, and 6 people saying we're leaving at 12. You're at a stalemate. So then it's up to the president to sit there and make the final vote to push it one way or another. My experience, the president will always go with the later time so he can sleep in.
See, that's where it's different at. It don't matter what the president or anybody else say. What did that road captain say the time was? Whatever that road captain said the time was, there is no vote. Don't give a damn about your vote. The road captain said 11. Kickstandz up at 11.
Yeah, well, Doug, I was using a simple math analogy here. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But that's what I understand it. But I don't know. Like I say, I can only speak from my world. There is no vote on the times. If there's something planned, the road captain's going to plan it, and he's going to put that time out. And if you can't make that time, then there might be which group of y'all are going to be able to make this other time? But yeah, the P has never have a say so in nothing. The P is the face. That's it. That's all. The body, like you said, the body is the club. The body is the club. When something goes down, whatever the body says, the P may not agree to it. It doesn't matter. Now the P does have the power to overrule and all that. He has that. But the body runs the club. That is the club.
I second that. And nobody trumps the president of the road, which is who, Thuggin? That road cap. Ain't nobody gonna trump him because at that particular time frame, he has all the say so. So you break formation, he got to say so. He can stop the whole train right then and right there and choose to tell you to go to hell home or find your ass right there and right there. It's up to him. You know what I'm saying? He can wait till you get to the venue, or he can wait till y'all get all the way back home and slap you with it. And then guess who's gonna follow it up? Number 3 got to follow it up. Hey, he gave you one. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? And if you got an enforcer, he following that up. So you got 3 people on your ice. You know what I'm saying? And prayers can't do nothing about it. But sit there and be like, hey man.
I just saw something come up. Somebody said they got a club with no road captain. What club is that?
I've heard no. Look, what he's trying to say is that certain clubs will combine roles for time being. I don't think it's a set thing. Like as far as it's a permanent position. But I have heard of clubs like not having a road captain at that point in time. So hey, you used to be tail gunner, now you're gonna be tail gunner and road captain, or sergeant. I need you to keep track of this while we out here. You playing road captain today, or whatever that might be. I mean, as a sergeant, I've had to tell Prez, yo, look, it's time to go. I know you over here dancing, having a good time and everything, but it's time to roll. Come on, we got other places to be. Let's go.
Yeah.
And then he's like, nah, man, I want to play. I want to party. I want to do this and that. And then everybody's looking at him. What did Sarge just say?
Yep, I've heard it many times. I'll just say, leave a prospect or 2 with me, and you guys roll out. No, we roll in together. We roll out together. End of story.
the big problem
winning
out there.
individual with that cutter.
The big problem is why some people, no clubs don't have road captains, is because some people in the club just don't want to step up to take that opportunity to do the right thing. They scared.
And who the hell are you coming on my screen talking? Why you ain't introduce yourself, sir?
It's your boy Matt Truck from It's Just Us, straight out of Goldsboro. You know what I'm saying? My fault for I should have been said something. Y'all was in there talking. Y'all having a good conversation.
What up,
But
Metro?
going on with y'all boys. But I just want to say that that's what it is. Some people, some clubs, they don't have a road captain because people just scared to step up to take that position. Which is easy. It's easy and it's hard at the same time for certain people because some people just don't know how to, either when it comes to fixing on a bike or checking things or making sure stuff do the right way, or some just don't know how to ride as good as you would think. That's what I'm saying. Some
But
can
that's what you
ride in
got.
the
That's what you
back,
got. That's what you got a club for, though. That's what you got a
right?
club for. That's where you come in. That bro that can't take that curve. That bro that ain't comfortable riding side by side with a bro. That's where the club. That's where club is different than free world, as I call it. That's part of being a brother. When you know your brother, guess what? Don't nobody want to ride next to Mac because nigga, when he come on the right curve, Mac be all on your hip. But guess what? Now it's time for you and Mac to go out and take it slow, big area. You give Mac pointers on how to take this turn. Now you two are riding together. You two are comfortable. Now when y'all in the pack, y'all ride next to each other. Now, man, Mac over here doing well. Why? Because as a brother, I took the time to, what'd you say earlier? Iron sharpen iron. I took time to sharpen his iron.
Yep.
And
And that's
even
where, go for it.
I'm about to say, even with that, I want to go ahead and throw this in there with you too. Even with that being said, before he reached the bro level, that prospecting period is very, very imperative that you go through it. You know what I'm saying? Because even before you get an opportunity to throw me off my horse, I get the opportunity to train you on yours. Straight up. I just
Yep.
wanted to add that in there, Thuggin, because I know you won't finish, but I had to add that in there, bro.
Look,
Yeah, go for it, G. Go for it, Mac.
I ain't seen it done in person, but I've dealt with Black Dragon since 2016. All right, everybody knows Black Dragon. Okay, shout out to the GOAT on this shit because he is. But even dealing with Black Dragon, one thing he did that I freaking loved, okay, was that he would get his prospects out in the parking lot and he'd make them walk formation before they got on twos in formation. So you know who your bro is beside you, how your bro's moving. He would make sure that they was in step, in sync, had it down, walking in formation before he ever put them on the bike. And there's videos of it on YouTube. So if you ain't seen it yet, go watch it because it was awesome to watch. And I ain't seen it in person yet, but I thought that was cool because he actually had them walking in formation.
Well, by the time that prospect patches up, he should know how to ride in a group.
But
If you don't know how to ride in a group by the time he patches up, it ain't time for him to patch up.
And it depends, though, you know what I'm saying? Because not every club is going to, or organization, or whatever you want to use at this particular time frame, not everybody has the same process. And not all of them that are full patch members even ride together. You know what I'm saying? So it's really hard to say, you know what I'm saying? Because it's really case by case. But ideally, you're correct. But subjectively, that ain't the case. You know what I'm saying? And like it's very unfortunate because I want to steal a saying from some of y'all's president, which is make the set great again, right? How can we do that if we have so many confusing plots on how to do something simple as hierarchy, bro? The hierarchy of the set goes how? OMC, support, bang, 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 right? We can't even get on the same page as that. So when we sit here
You feel me, thugging? So when we sitting here, actually, we're talking and we're venting and we're actually putting it in perspective. But when we put it in perspective, when is everybody gonna get on the same page?
First off,
Big fact.
what is the same page? That's the biggest
Mic
question.
drop.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? When we gonna get on the same page, what is the same page? You know what I'm saying? Are you on page 5 or 15? Are you on page 1 or 11? You know what I'm
It
saying?
had a one in it.
And,
Now look,
exactly.
I had this discussion earlier. Okay, East Coast to West Coast is a big difference.
Oh,
Oh, big difference.
absolutely.
All right,
Big
North
difference.
to South is a big difference. Just taking the East Coast, right? Me coming from North Carolina and coming here to Kentucky, which is Midwest. Okay, even this part of Kentucky that I'm in, I'm right at the Mississippi, right at Illinois, and all that. Okay, it's a big difference. I promise you. Okay, every AO, every spot, every charter, every chapter has the same bylaws, but they have different bylaws for their house. You can
Mhm.
change and alter bylaws at the discretion of the chapter or charter needed to do it. Okay.
Yep. As
So
long as you
it's going to
add
be
to, you don't
different.
take
There's a lot
away.
of differences. So you know that whose page are we on? That's a big statement because not only that, just on our side, but if you start throwing on white set, black set, brown set, you know, all right,
Mixed
Now you
race
now
set.
you
now you take that. Now what about the ones on the white sets that's got the international chapters and charters? What about the ones on the brown set? All right. Think about Mike Ball. Mike Ball's club's international, right? We all know Mike Ball. We all love Mike Ball. His club's international. So what about him? Whose page would he be on? Whose page
exactly.
can we all come to? It's too much work. That's why we politic within our own.
And then what's crazy is for us to be in the MC world, to have our own club, our own thing away from everybody that don't ride motorcycles. We got race involved. We got white side, black side, brown side. When we lose the race, then we can all get on the same page as MC. But since we're never going to lose race because it's been filtered for years on top of years on top of years, so we're never going to lose race in the MC world. And then, even though my people don't want to keep it all the way G, there's so much racism in the MC world, we won't ever be on the same page. You can only be on the same page with those that you function with. You can possibly get a coalition with the OMCs and they can get on the same page and start trickling stuff down. But when race involved, there won't be no same page. That's why the hierarchy in today's show about chain of command, the chain of command is so you're on a black set, you get mad at something that the hierarchy on the black set does. So you go to the white set, you get mad at them, and you go to the brown set, and each set that you went to have different rules and regulations and protocols. So the chain of command in each function in each nationality is taken and used differently. So when you go to these different spots, you don't pay attention to chain of command because you didn't have to. You've never been a part of nothing in your life outside of the motorcycle club. You ain't paid attention to your mom and daddy when they was telling you to do nothing. And that chain of command started as a child. So if you was that rebellious as a child, how are you coming into something or organization or something else and not be rebellious too? It's in you.
Man, I picked a good ass panel tonight. I'm so proud of myself.
Yeah, I appreciate you. I
Hey,
appreciate you. You
hey,
know
why
what I'm
don't you
saying?
just pat yourself on the back while you're at it? You know.
I don't need to. That's what I got all y'all for. Nah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the reason I brought that up was because you're absolutely right. There's so much difference out there. So when I heard you say, what page, it immediately clicked in my mind. And evidently, according to Brother Bob, Biker News Canada, even RCs have international houses now.
And,
So
and, and that's dope. But guess what? And there's no disrespect. I'm not keeping up with no RC. No disrespect to nobody.
I didn't know it either until he said something. But I mean, I was just throwing it out there.
That's cool. You know what I mean? That's cool. And that's another thing. Like, so ride clubs don't have the same, they don't have to go through the same stipulations that we go through as MCs. Am I correct on that?
Nope.
You're correct.
No.
We
So,
actually had
like,
that comment. We actually had that comment right up here just a minute ago. Damn it. Beaker put it up. I don't know where it went. But he said facts, oh, there it is. The Motorcycle Association doesn't do things or like OMCs or RMCs do. But he also said, that a motorcycle association is like a riding club. So, I mean, I don't know about that level, so I don't speak
right,
on it too often.
right,
We've
right,
only
right.
had like one or two people on here that know that level, so I let them talk that level. I'm not sure of it, but our level, yeah, I'll speak on. And at our level, just the hierarchy that we have, okay, it is ridiculous. And
Right.
the politics and the rules, the protocol, the regulations, the culture, just between on this episode tonight, listening to the difference between Dr. Harley and that side and this side, and I've grown up riding with both sides and everything myself, so the differences between them are outstanding. And then you get into location,
Right.
and
Right.
not only location, but you get into oh, I didn't know you popped off. You not only get into location, but you get into regions like north, south, east, west, and the
Right.
international stuff. It gets too deep.
Well, take
But
this case in point. Duggan's in Virginia. I'm in Connecticut. We're both East Coast. We're less than 500 miles apart, right?
Right.
A halfway decent day's ride. Two
Right.
totally different ways of handling business.
Right. Right. And but see, and then the kicker is I'm Virginian, but I'm by the way of California. I'm born and raised in California. I'll cross in Arizona. So, like he was saying earlier, West Coast and East Coast is way, way different. One, unfortunately for the West Coast, gangbanging is very significant in the West Coast region. There's a lot of these bikers on the West Coast that they gangbang. It's like a lot of guys on the East Coast is military. You don't have that. Like you say, it's where you come from. Where I come from, I can white line. I'm gonna get on this road. I'm running in between cars at 100 with no problem. But then I done came to Virginia and tell some bros we riding. When I get to white line and I looking at that side view mirror, I'm by myself. There ain't nobody behind me. Where if I'm on the West Coast, I know they wheel to wheel with me. You know what I mean? When I look in that rear view, all I'm seeing is tires. So where you from? And you know what I mean? The riding is different. When it comes to the rules and regulations, it's way different on the West Coast than it is in here where I'm at in Virginia. You know what I mean? The stuff that goes on here, wouldn't go on. You know what I mean? Out there out west, in between California, Arizona, Vegas, and things of that nature. It's just like you say, region it plays a big part too. Where you at, it's taught differently. I know my chapter in Arizona is taught way different than the chapter in Virginia, which is taught different than the chapter in Georgia, which is taught different than the chapter in Connecticut. You know what I'm saying? Each house has their own. Yeah, we have national bylaws. Those are the overhead. But then I can go into church and put something on the table and it get voted on, and now it's law. So, it's region definitely plays a serious part.
even whenever me and Trouble was both in North Carolina, right? I was on the west coast of North Carolina. Trouble's more towards the east coast of North Carolina. Just the two differences between that small of an area. We was what, Mac, he's muted. So we
I
what,
got you.
like
I'm right here.
3.5 hours?
Yeah, 3.5 hour difference and different information shared and different protocol learned. So what I will implement on this topic is that get out of your comfort zone. Hey Matt, that's you? Okay. Get out your comfort zone, get on your scoop and learn you something. And what I mean by learning you something, don't learn your local water hose. Cross some state lines and bump some elbows and get you some contacts. Because at the end of the day, this is called the set. It's not called the city. It's not called the town. It's the set, man. So at the end of the day, ask yourself the question, what are you doing it for? Are you doing it for the three P's? Are you doing it for the glitz and glam, what you think is glitz and glam? Because at the end of the day, I take this shit too damn serious for anybody to play with me or about me. Because at the end of the day, we can leave here just as fast as we got here. You
That
know what I'm
part.
saying? So I get very offended when I get told and have been told and to express myself that, oh, you just do it because you can. It's a lifestyle for me. I'm sorry, my man. Um, what part of damn lifestyle that you think I'm living? You know what I'm saying? Because that's offensive to me. You know what I'm saying? Just because we in two different walks of life in it, don't mean that it ain't a lifestyle for me, player. And I wouldn't disrespect you. You know what I'm saying? So don't disrespect me. It doesn't matter what level that you're on. It doesn't matter whether you graduated or you want to stay where you're at. You know what I'm saying? It's still a lifestyle. I'm doing the same thing you're doing. I'm pounding. I might not be doing it in the same aspect. I might not be doing it in the same characteristics. I might not have all the rules and regulations that you have, but inside of my perspective club, I have rules and regulations that I must obtain. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people come to me for, education, knowledge, and things of that nature for, obvious reasons and reasons that are unsaid that I would never broadcast. But at the end of the day, I hold that near and dear to my heart because I don't know every damn thing, but I know enough. And if I don't know enough, and guess what's going to happen? You got people like Duggan up here. You got people like Frost up here. You got Dr. Harley. Got my bro up here. I guarantee it. What Denzel tell you? I guarantee it. I stand behind it that I'll find the answer, player.
But it's one thing. It don't matter what you ride. It don't matter what you ride. It don't matter what you are. It's one thing that you have to have, no matter ride club, MA, MC, OMC. You have to respect me. You have to respect me. I don't care what you is.
Yeah.
Before
And that's why.
anything, we're men. Like I say, we're
Yep.
men and we're women. Respect is. I'm a respect over everything in my life, not just in the MC. In my life, it's respect over everything, over loyalty, trust, all that.
Yep.
You have to respect me.
Getting back to what Troll just said, that's why I said to him earlier, man, this is where we have to agree that we disagree. And I respected his opinion. And I know he respects my opinion.
Right.
And I respect everybody on this channel, on this panel, and in the side chat. But you know what? If you're not going to respect me, well, then I'm just going to have to take it. That's just the way it is.
Look, Beaker
I'm
said
gonna give you
disagreement's
respect.
okay, but disrespect is not.
Bingo.
Facts.
There's a big difference between
I agree
disagreeing
with
with
Beaker on that
somebody
one.
and being disrespectful.
Yeah, it's a must. It's a respect issue. It don't matter. It don't matter. I saw somebody earlier that says us diamonds need to get our protocol together. That's a problem too. Because guess what? These diamonds have been here for years. A lot of us ain't been in the club for years. Not even 10% of the time that these diamonds have been here. So the history that's had before we came, it's kind of hard to change history, isn't it?
Yeah. No, actually, you can't change history because it's in the past. You can only learn from it.
Right. You have to know history to learn it. A lot of people don't even know the history of their own club. They just get in this club because guess what? They homeboy in the club. They look cool. They get girls because of motorcycle.
So true.
I can tell you the organization I was with before you got patched up, you had to know every member, their old lady, their kids, and every past member by name and how they died and the
So
history
you
of the
telling me?
club.
So you telling me? So what I'm hearing is you were like a family club. You're a small club. There is no way you're gonna know 2,500 members. You're gonna know their kids. You're gonna know
Well,
how these past members died.
right, not
You know
that
what I mean?
large. My
Right.
organization
So
wasn't that large. We
right.
were in
But
3
so
states.
on a larger scale, that's not sufficient.
Right,
It's not possible. You know what I'm
right.
saying?
It's a local
Maybe
club.
state wise. Yeah,
It's a
I
local
get that
club.
part.
So, you had to learn the history and know the history of the club.
Right. I definitely respect and get that. But when you get, like I say, when you get to certain MCs, OMCs, you got 30
I was an
chapters.
OMC.
You know what I'm saying? You got 30 chapters. There
No,
is
not
no
that
way I
large.
know every member of my chapter. You know what I mean? And
No,
in my organization. I'm not trying
right.
to know every member of my organization, just to be honest. You know,
Hey, look,
so
I get Facebook requests from some of the bros, and it's like 500 mutual friends, and I'll accept it, and then like 3 days later, I've got like 400 friend requests and shit. I'm like, yo, hold up. I was adding one bro that I know. Now I got all these bros and all these sisters and everybody trying to add me. I don't know half of y'all. I try to
and that's
talk to
another
y'all. I try to
and that's
talk when I
another thing.
can.
If I don't know you personally, I'm not accepting you on Facebook. I don't care if we got 9,000 friends together.
Facts.
I
Me
don't,
too.
I
I'm
don't,
with you on that one.
yeah, just because you in the same club, that don't mean that man,
Yeah,
because
see,
guess what?
I got mine set up on a professional page, so you can feel free to follow me. But as far as getting that ad, yeah, I got to know you.
Gotta know you. We need to pull up. You get to know me on your tools. Don't get
But
to
the
Hey,
know me on
look.
requests come
Facebook.
a
Get to know
thousand
me
a
on your
day.
tools. Facts.
Hey, look. I do want to add something to that that topic. That
It's a hot
topic of
topic.
boy, y'all. I love y'all, man. Y'all all right with me. Um, it was more or less. I want to go backwards a second when we were talking about knowing the club that you with, right? Knowing the history behind your club. Man, listen. So down here, over here, across here, wherever you want to say, NC, right? I'm with my perspective club, and my perspective club is who they are. All right, out here. So when I when I see certain things, bro, and I know certain things, it bothers me. So I have to ask questions. So when I start asking questions, and I was told this right here by a young lady in a SC. Oh, you must not know who I'm about to be. Okay, here's my chance to figure out who the hell you about to be. I mean, are you running for presidency of the world, Craig, or what's going on? Talk to me. I'm about to be the president. I said, oh, you about to be the president? Who? Are they giving it to you, or did you earn it? They giving it to me. Okay, I said, do you know who I am? Yeah, I know who you is. Walking up close, right? So I say, all right, do me a favor, back up, because you're disrespecting me right now.
Mhm.
Sweetheart, no disrespect to your club or your affiliation, but you're a guest, and I'm gonna need for you to realize certain things about protocol, how you talk to an MC. You know what I'm saying? Um, I went down the line. I gave her some education, and I also let her prospective higher ups know, like, hey, listen, is that the persona that your club wants to be? Because it sounds like y'all give out rags and positions. And if you walk up to me and you know that I'm all about these conversations, I'm gonna call you out. So I'm gonna think y'all need to have a conversation with said individual and let them know that it's not okay to be highly intoxicated running up on an MC talking about what you about to be because it was given to you. I take it way too serious.
And you
Way
know
too
what
serious.
though? 40 saying the realest thing, and yeah, 40, I agree. That informant, the informants, man, y'all like you in this MC world. Whether you deal with OMCs or not, look at the history of OMCs. A lot of these OMCs get hit by informants, by not doing background checks and letting these people in their club, and these people is oh too friendly, you accepting them on Facebook because they in your club. Now everybody got a RICO charge. Now they know all your business. They know everything you do. So that informant is definitely a real situation, a real thing. And that's another reason I personally won't know everybody in my club, because I don't know you. Most of y'all came from other clubs. Some of y'all came from other OMC clubs. You got upset and left. And when you came over here, you told all the business. So if you told all the business to me, what says when situation get hot, you won't tell all the business about me? We're not doing that. We're definitely not doing that. So in this MC world, it's tricky. It's a lot that goes into a lot. You know what I mean? A lot goes into it, whether OMCs, and then the crazy part about being an OMC, a lot of these dudes who wear diamonds are 99.
Hey, we had that conversation.
Yeah, we didn't we?
Real.
I know a lot of people wear diamonds that shouldn't be.
You know,
Because when they patched up, it was part of their uniform.
That will ride a lot faster.
That one.
Yeah. It's like I know some 99. I know some 99s that'll give some 1%ers the business. I mean, give them the business on all levels, right? Hands, knowledge. You know what I'm saying? I know some. I know some. So it's not even, and that's the problem. It's not about what you have on your vest. You know what I'm saying? It's about what does this mean
What's in
to
your
you?
heart?
Right. What does this mean to you? You know what I mean? I'm in the OMC. I don't wear a diamond. I refuse to wear a diamond. If you don't know I'm a diamond by my demeanor, just try me. And we'll find, and after that, I'm pretty sure we all had the same understanding. But you know what I'm saying? It's not I don't need it. I don't need it. You know what I mean?
I'm with Hardwire. I ain't got a friend named Rico, and I don't want one.
Exactly. Matter of fact, and that's the crazy part. Y'all, everybody is tough and they rags when it's 50 of y'all. But when it's just one of y'all and it's 50 of your ops, oh, what y'all doing? Shaking hands? Everybody cool? You ain't on that type of time no more. Oh. And then you have some that, whether they got diamonds on or not, allegedly, it don't matter where they go. They standing 10 toes down at all times. Whether it's 100 of y'all and just one of us, or if it's just one of us and 100 of y'all, it don't matter. I'm not bowing down. I'm not shaking hands. Allegedly, when I Googled it, that's what it said.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Listen here. Let me tell you something. What Pops say? No. What Pops asked Q. He said that thing in your hand make you a man. And what he say? I'm a man without it. The rags on your back make you a man. Hey man, I'm be a man with. I was a man before, baby.
Everybody can't say that though.
And you right.
You said the 3 P's. And when I came in, they said 3 P's. It's 4. The coup de cat, the power, the prestige, and the party. That's my 4. I just can't say the coup de cat, but it's a 4 P. You know what I'm saying? We missed one. Everybody missed one.
Prestige.
Yeah. Yes.
People don't want to talk about that.
Yeah. Why you want to be in this club? Oh, because I heard about him. I saw him on Facebook. I saw him on YouTube. I want to be a part of that.
I watch Sons of Anarchy.
Number 1 answer though. What's the number 1 answer? Brotherhood. Man, I got plenty of brothers, bro.
That's not an answer. Take your ass on somewhere. I will not accept it.
Brotherhood is what you making. You ain't gonna have brotherhood with every brother in your nation.
Hey, look, I'll tell you right now, not every bro is your bro. Get that brotherhood shit out of here. I got bros that, are lowercase b's whenever I'm talking about them. And then I got bros, and they get the capital B. They get that capital F when I type fam. It's not that lowercase shit, because you earn that respect. Now, if I hit you with that lowercase shit, just know you are not important to me. I don't give two fucks how you feel about it. Like me, hate me. I don't care. I'm Frost. I'm still gonna be here tomorrow, and I'm gonna be greater the day after that. So it don't matter to me.
That's
And,
fact.
it's crazy that y'all say that, right? I'm giving you this my personal little insight. Brothers, bros, and patch members. If you my brother, you see my family, nigga, we go out kicking it. We doing things. You at all the functions. If you my bro, while you got your rags on, I'm cordial. If you're a patch holder, you can't even say what's up to me, man. The only reason we in the same area because we got the same thing on our back. If we didn't have this on our back, you wouldn't be nowhere near me. So that's my perception on it. I got brothers, and I got some bros, and you got them other dudes that just wear the same thing I wear.
If I call somebody brother, they've earned that right. It's not easy to earn that right, but they earned it.
Look,
but as quick as they earned it, they could lose it twice as fast.
And it should be the same way.
If your brother earned it, he's not gonna lose it. That's why he's your brother.
So
no. I've had people I call brother, but now I wouldn't even give him time of day. If he was drowning out in the middle of the ocean, I'd throw him a cinder block instead of a life preserver.
But you know what though? Let me share some light. Let me drop a diamond. You know what I'm saying? If you called him brother at one point, and then now all of a sudden, you know what I'm saying, you wouldn't even give him some piss water if he was on fire. That means that it was given to him way too fast. You never went through any trials or tribulations with that.
Oh no, we went through a lot together. This person changed this leopard changed its spots.
And
or the wolf came out of the sheep's clothing after tens of thousands of miles of riding and decades of being in each other's house and holidays and families and trusts and you know what I mean?
Facts.
I've been there.
It happens.
I've been there multiple times.
Hey,
it does. I mean,
I've gotten up in the middle of the night, 3 o'clock in the morning, when a bro called me. Hey, bro, I need your help. That bro.
Hey, fellas, I love y'all. You know what I'm saying? Some stuff came up allegedly. I love y'all. I'll catch y'all on next go around. Appreciate y'all letting me in y'all show. You know what I'm saying?
Peace.
You know,
Peace, brother.
you always welcome, bro. Appreciate you for stopping by.
Oh,
Everybody make sure to shout them out. Tell them
Hey, I appreciate
that you
it,
appreciate them being on, and you have a blessed one, bro.
Before he goes, Duggan, next time I'm down VA Beach, I'm going to try and look you up through Frost.
Yeah,
and let's get a beer.
You on the chat? I'll shoot you the number, bro. You can just call me yourself, and I'll pull up. I pulls up.
Oh God.
Right on.
Oh, God.
Trouble, Mac, Frost. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all, brothers.
You
Have a
know
good one, bro.
too, bro. Much love.
All right. So yeah, not every bro is your bro, cause that bro don't even ain't nobody even heard of him in a while.
I mean, you got some bros that's gonna be there, then you got some bros that just don't give a fuck. I mean, that's the problem. You can have ones that work hard for that patch, but when they get that patch, they give up. They just don't want to be your bro. You know what I'm saying? That's the big problem about it. So they might have gained that they work hard for that motherfucker, but as soon as they get that patch, it's like, yeah.
What I say earlier, Frosty, on the phone.
Yep.
It's easy to get. It's twice as hard to keep.
Right.
And you know, when I was a patch, and one of the hangarounds came around and says, "Well, how long did you prospect for?" Well, number one, that's a long question to ask a patch. But I educated him on that. But I said to him, "Well, what year is it? Because I'm still prospecting." He goes, "What do you mean?" I says, "Just because I'm patched up doesn't mean I stop prospect. I got to earn my shit every day."
Once a prospect, always a prospect.
Bingo.
You never done learning.
Going through.
I don't care if you national press, you still a fucking prospect.
Yep. I used to show up to the house on a certain night of the week when the prospects go and they get all together. and they clean the house and have a good time. I used to show up and I pitch in. I go clean a bathroom. I go clean the kitchen. They're like, "What are you doing? You're not supposed to be doing that." I'm like, "Why can't I? This is my house, not yours. I'm just letting you use it right now."
So I gotta say something real quick because Trouble ain't paying attention. It's that time. My daughter done cooked me some dinner, so I'm gonna hop off here and eat. It was a pleasure having everybody on here. I love the panel tonight. Love the topic. I appreciate each and every one of the viewers. As you know, we always here for you. There's someone in the chat right now that didn't want to answer earlier, had everybody worried. I'm gonna go ahead and say, don't do that shit, bro. Okay? Answer your motherfucking phone, text back, do something. Let us know you good, especially when we know you're going through a hard time. So, now that I'm done, I'm out of here.
So that's the only thing about that is, well, he said text back because everybody go through shit. But ain't nobody want to talk about what's going on today,
Yep.
Because they feel like there's no point of talking about it, because it's like everybody go through shit. Everybody we going through the hard troubles. If it's family members, because sometimes you just feel like people just don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Which, even though they might do right then and there, but behind closed doors, they just don't care. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I want to be that person, like, hey, I want to be able to call you and be like, hey, I need you to talk to. You know what I'm saying? I need someone to talk to. But if I can't sit there and talk to you without you goddamn throwing some shit under me, you know what I'm saying, fucking me over, there's no point in me talking to you. You know what I'm saying? I want to be able to sit there and, like, you give me a good ass, you know what I'm saying, conversation. Like, hey, yo, I'm here if you need someone to really talk to. And shoot me the positivity, shoot me something that's good. You know what I'm saying? I don't want you to sit there and down me. That's how it is, but that's the only problem with a lot of these dudes out here, to where we don't want to talk about it because they know what's going to happen.
Yep.
Like, as soon as they start talking about how they feel, then you start downing that person. Boom, now I don't want to talk to you no more. Like, there's no point. Or you hit them with the same thing, like, bro, I don't want to hear that, bro. You done told me that. Like, let me hear something different. I want you to down uplift me, not fucking put me down.
Yep. I'm going to piggyback you on something right here. Just because you're a man and you ask for help, right? That doesn't make you less of a man, makes you more of a man. And so happens November is Men's Mental Health Awareness Month. Right? We all go through shit. We all have our problems. We all deal with shit. And sometimes it takes a phone call to somebody you can confide in that will sit there and say, look, man, sorry you're going through that. I physically can't do anything to help you, but I'm here to listen. And there's a difference between being on the phone and hearing somebody and being on the phone and actively listening to what they're saying. You know what I mean?
Right.
Big difference between hearing someone talk and actively listening to what someone has to say, because that might be the difference. Now, I'm a retired vet, and I buried too many of my war brothers from PTSD losing that battle. So, I take mental health seriously because, it hits home to me. So, I mean, if you're going to down somebody for going through some shit and having some trouble, well, you better check yourself at the gate, because you ain't a brother, you ain't a friend, you ain't nobody other than trying to make yourself feel good.
Right.
See?
That's true. That's what I'm saying. Like me personally, like, I go through stuff, you know what I'm saying? But it's hard for me myself, mentally, as a man, y'all right. You know what I'm saying? I go through what I go through, but it's hard for me to put it out there because I feel that, some not going to really understand what I'm going through. You know what I'm saying? So, that being said, I just know I normally I stay quiet. Certain people know what I'm talking about, Trouble. Trouble really don't understand what I'm talking about, but when it comes to it, it's just how men are. Some can sit there and talk about it and some can't.
Yeah.
Like I said, they feel that as soon as you start talking to, whoever you think is gonna be there for you, that person will be there for you for that time and second. And then when it comes to it, like just say if I'm going through some shit right then and there, I'm like, boom, I need someone to talk to, and I go try to talk to you. But you might talk to me within that end minutes of time, 5, 30 minutes, whatever. But the next day, is you gonna come call me, check up on me? Nah, they're not gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? Some just don't give a fuck. That's the problem.
So what we talk about? We doing closing statements. What we doing? My bad.
See, there's my point. There's a difference between listening, active listening, and hearing what's going on.
Hey, look, I had to help
hearing what was going on. He wasn't listening.
Hey, look, I couldn't, man, because my mom's needed me to install this.
Mom's a priority. I get it.
Yeah. I heard in and out. I heard Frost say something slick. I'll punch him in the throat later. And then I heard you saying there's a difference between listening. Right? Yeah, I know. I heard you say there was a difference between listening and understanding. That Mac was talking about an issue, not an issue, but a concern. But I was trying to figure out, like, was y'all doing closing statements or were we still talking?
We're still talking.
Oh, okay.
Still talking.
But I'm going to rewind this a little bit where you were talking about the different sets and the difference in regions and stuff. But you know what? Anybody who's lived on a set could travel anywhere and know how to carry themselves correctly.
Yeah.
And if they don't, they weren't brought up right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It doesn't matter the shade of the set or the coast or the region or country of the set.
I got you. Yeah, everybody. I mean, yeah. For the most part, I mean, respect is respect. That ain't gonna change across the world. You know what I'm saying? You gotta show it to get it. But what I mean by, like, different people operate different. You know what I'm saying? So what might be okay over here to introduce yourself could be totally different over there with an introduction. You know what I'm saying? And they might look at it like, oh, that club ain't educated, or that person don't know what he doing, but over here, you might be the shit. Over there, you ain't shit. That's what I mean by just broadening your horizon and you know what I'm saying, being open to education and crossing these lines and bumping elbows. Like, if I any party, any event that I go to, I'm gonna make sure I walk the room. I go from left to right. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely. I start outside. I start at the left. I work my way all the way around the whole room, and then I'm boom right back to where I started. Everybody done either seen me and heard me, or you done seen me and you done seen what I represent on the back. I do it on purpose. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. It's a lasting impression. You know what I'm saying? So
I'm the same way.
Exactly. So with that being said, a lot of people, man, they go to these events and they just want to be around who they came with. Like, bro, I don't understand that for the life of me. Like, if you wanted to do that, y'all could have just stayed at the crib.
Yep.
You know,
for instance, if we're out at a bar and I've never seen you guys, right? Now, we never met face to face. And if I'm out in the bar and you guys are out there and I sit there and say, "Oh shit, that's Mac Truck in trouble," I want to make it a formal introduction. The first thing I'm going to do, I was going to ask the bartender where they're drinking.
Yeah.
Back them up and tell them it's from me. At that point, you come up and say, "Hey, thanks for the drink." And I sit there, "How you doing? I'm Dr. Harley. We met on, Kickstandz Down." And then we go from there.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Because I'm not going to assume what you're drinking. I'm going to ask the bartender what you're drinking. If the bartender don't know, I'll just tell them, back them up whatever they're drinking.
Yeah.
Let them know it's from me.
Yeah.
I just want to say that.
I'm a whiskey.
I love brown. I'm sorry, I don't do no white.
Yeah, I've done it before. It's just, I don't know. It tastes too much. And I'm not a tequila drinker, man, because it can't stay down. For some reason, he fights with me every time. I don't get it. But
I have an allergic reaction with tequila. I break out with silver handcuffs.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
I like whiskey all day long. I get tequila in me. I break out in a rash of matching bracelets.
Oh, I like that.
I feel you. I feel you. Hey, but I ain't even gonna front, man. I'm not about to be up here too much longer. I got to get in this car and get home.
You guys should
But
do it. Understandable.
yeah, but so I'm gonna go ahead and do my closing, and y'all already know how it goes. If you're a guest on Kickstandz Down, which Thugger got away from it, he was lucky because I was gonna make him close it out. However, y'all already know what it is, man. It's your boy Trouble, aka Left Lane Bully. I appreciate everybody for joining in, having a conversation with us, kicking it with us, keeping KSD alive. Don't forget to get the merch. We do got it on discount right now. Like, share, follow, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend, educate a friend to educate a friend. And as always, fake love is always worse than real hate. It ain't no debate. You heard it here first for your boy, aka Left Lane. Holla at me. I'm gone.
Peace.
Okay.
Damn. That leaves us. And it still leaves the show up.
Well, how about look? I gotta do the same thing. I got fire training, so I got to get up out of here. You know what I'm saying?
Right on.
So, I mean, Dr. Harley, it's on you. You know, to end it out. You know what I'm saying? But listen,
I'll close it out.
Same thing. You know, thank everybody for having me in here. You know, I'm in here just to show my support, talk. Speak how we feel. And again, like, share, comment. Glad that everybody in here to listen. This is what we talked about. It's down. It needs to happen. It always needs to happen. So everybody, come on in here, hit the notifications. Like, subscribe. And look, like he said, get the merch. We out here. Support. That's how we are. Support. We appreciate y'all. We love y'all. Like I say, it's Matt Triple. It's just us MC. I straight out of Goldsboro, North Carolina. Hey, look, holla at me. Peace.
All right, everybody. It's up to me. I'm going to end this out. Hey, guys, thanks for coming and hanging out tonight. Got a little bit of education. Learned a little bit about each other, but at the end of the day, there's nothing but love and respect for one another. So with all that being said, hey, I want you to live the best life you can. Ride often, and as always, ride hard.
Say let's get it.
Kickstandz down, square toes on the ground. Feet fall around, up 10 toes down.
If you want it, we can get it. Chop it up, then split it. If it's solid, then I'm with it. Say let's get it. Only one gon' scratch, the other two, they scared. Nobody forgot what you said. The beef ain't dead. Get it back in bloodshed. Ducking from the cops and the ops and the feds. Serve 'em off the top with the Glock.